Hello. Is anyone with me? Hello, hello. Tablet to make sure that I am on. Okay, there I am on my tablet. Okay. Okay. My tablet is make sure everything else is working correctly. Hello, everyone. Let me go ahead and get started. Hi, this is Stephanie of Creatively Miss Me, and you're in the right place if you like to make decorating a bit easier. If so, then click that red subscribe button you see down below. A bell will appear. Click that bell and then click all. This way, each time I upload something new. Now, as you may know, which is Black History Month, and I have been doing a game night Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 6:30 for at least an hour. Depends on how it's going with everyone that's on. And so far, I've been having a really nice turnout of a lot of people, return players. If you didn't know, at the end of the month, which will be a Friday, right? Friday is the last day of the month. And on the 7th, I will total up all the winners and a gift for the person with the most points or most questions answered, and a gift to the person that has the best attendance. And then the second place will be the person with the next highest score and best attendance. Place will be for a couple of players. It's 4 players that have been consistent on playing and answering questions, and I will do a drawing with those 4 to pick out my third place winner. So I know from right now that my first place winner, the person that has the most attendance and the highest score, is the same person. At one gift. And I'm really excited about it. So on the 7th, I will announce my winners, and I will winners the prizes, and then I will ask them for their addresses and information so I can send them their gifts. Now, as I said, the gifts are only going to be in the States because the girl can't afford international shipping at this time. But so far, we've been having a lot. We've been doing the game called Brain Quest, and it's on Black Heritage. And we've been learning a lot about inventors and writers and political figures and so forth that's been going on. And I've really had, and we've been really having fun. Oh, I dropped my pencil. Sorry about that. Fun. I've been keeping up with the role and everything of all the participants, and I'm really enjoying doing this because I have, like I've said, a lot. I've been learning a lot rather doing this, and I think the people that have been playing it has been a bit. So if you're here tonight and you are participating in the game, please say hello so I know you're here so I can your attendance for tonight. I see I have someone online. Hello, to let me know that you're here. I see I have a few people. Hello, Terry. Okay, is Kayla playing tonight? Hey, Sean. Feeling better? I see I have five people. Uh, two have chimed in to let me know they're here. Okay. Can the other three say hello? Hi. On the update, still blah blah, landing my answer. Okay, Shonda. Elmer Lee. Hello, El. I'm glad you're here. Now I'm gonna tell you some basics about the game. I ask questions, the brain quest, and I know everyone doesn't know these answers, so you have the liberty to Google these answers, come up with your answers. Now I give you credit for answering them. So if you're answering them and somebody else answers it, go ahead and put your answer. Give you credit for participation. So I'm still waiting on a few more people to chime in. I have two or three more regulars that come on, and I'm giving them a few minutes because they always chime in. I'm a little early. The game officially doesn't start to, I normally started at 6:40, 6:45, and I make sure that all my equipment is working. And as you can see, my stack of papers, I was working away, and so I'm still hanging on a little bit. I'm gonna give them a few more minutes, and then, oh, it's glitchy. Okay, it's been acting a little funny today. Let grams down. I have a couple of programs, so I'm gonna close them down. Okay, if you can hear me, does that sound? How am I sounding now? Let me know. Okay, I'm going to log out. Oh, it froze too. Okay, is this better? Let me know if you can hear me and it sounds better. Great. Okay, here we go. We're going to start off with our first question. As I said before, Elmer, when I call the questions out, you can Google the answers of the questions to find your answer. Hi, Kayla. You can Google your answers, okay? And no matter when you find it, you can put it up, long as it's before I asked the next question. So here we go. Question number 1. In the northern country of Chad, would you pay for your food with France dollars or shillings? In the northern country of Chad, would you pay for your food with French dollars or shillings? Elmer, if you're still here, I think you left. Again, you can Google these questions to find your answer. In the northern country of Chad, would you pay for your food with France, FRANCS, or dollars or shillings? Look like I lost some people. In the northern country of Chad, what would you use to pay for your food? Correct, Terry. All right, Shonda, correct. Our next question. Which sculptor is known for her cravings, excuse me, her carvings of African American mothers? Which sculptor is known for her carvings of African American mothers? May Howard Jackson, gotcha, Kayla, or Elizabeth Cattell, Cattett? Which sculptor is known for her carvings of American mothers, African American mothers? May Howard Jackson or Elizabeth Cattell? And the last name is spelled Cattlet. Let me look that up, Shonda. The last names are, for that question, Shonda, are May Howard Jackson and Elizabeth Cattell, Cattlet. May Howard Jackson or Elizabeth Cattell, Cattlet. Correct. It's Cattell or Cattlet, however you say it. It says here that she was a sculptor of medium includes of wood, marble, and terracotta. But on Google, it says she was an American Mexican graphic artist and a sculptor best known for her depictions of the African American experience in the 20th century, which often focused on the female experience. Correct. The next question. In the 17th century, Virginia did a status of the mothers or fathers determine whether a newborn was a free man or a slave. In the 17th century Virginia, in 17th century Virginia, did the status of a mother or a father determine whether the newborn was a free man or a slave? In the 17th century Virginia, Did the status of a mother or a father determine whether a newborn was a free man or a slave? Hmm. Shonda, anything? The correct answer is mother. It says here, the status of the mother, according to the Black Code of Southern Colonies, it determined by the mother if the child was a free man or a slave. Hello, Dolly. Welcome. This is the first time I've seen you on here. As I was letting everyone know, if you don't know the answers, you can Google these questions to find your answer. Next question. Why did the NFL refuse to hold the 1993 Super Bowl in Phoenix, Arizona? Why did the NFL refuse to hold the 1993 Super Bowl in Phoenix, Arizona? Hmm. Why did the NFL refuse to hold the 1993 Super Bowl in Phoenix, Arizona? I got you, Terry. Anyone else? Correct, Dolly. Correct, Shonda. Got you, Kayla. Okay, our next question. Alan Locke was selected as one of the most distinguished Black men in 1942. What subject did he teach at Harvard for over 40 years? Alan Locke. The last name is spelled Locke. Alan Locke was selected as one of the most distinguished African American men of 1942. What subject did he teach at Harvard for over 40 years? Interesting answer. Alan Locke, Alain, Allen. That's how he spells the first name. Correct, Shonda. Alan Locke was selected as one of the most distinguished African American men in 1942. What subject did he teach at Harvard for over 40 years? Correct, Kayla. You're wrong, Terry. Correct, Shonda. It says here, let's see if Terry, you found, relook at that answer, and let's see who else. Correct, Dolly. It says that he taught philosophy. His written works include The Negro in America and When People Meet. Philosophy, Terry. Let's see. Yes, Terry. Next question. Was J.R. Winters' invention intended for use during the fire or a flood? Was J.R. Winters' inventions intended for use during fire or a flood? Wow. J.R. Winters, was his invention intended for use during a fire or a flood? This one is very interesting. Hello, Tamara. And Chanda and Tamara, you're correct. Gotcha, Dolly. Gotcha, Kayla. It says here, the answer is a fire. In 1878, he received a patent for the fire escape ladder. Wow. Didn't know that. Got you, Terry. For the fire escape ladder. That's interesting. Learning something new every day. The next question. What is the official language of Freetown, the capital of Sierra Leone? Sierra Leone. What is the official language of Freetown, the capital of Sierra Leone? What is the official language of Freetown, the capital of Sierra Leone? I don't know what that is, you wrote, Shonda. That's wrong, Tamara. You're right, Terry. That's not right, Shonda. Sorry, Dolly, that's not right. The correct answer, where's Kayla? She didn't answer yet. Gotcha, Kayla. The correct answer is English. The area was first settled in 1787 by about 400 American slaves. Let me Google and see what else it says. Bing, bing, bing. Let's see. Somebody is texting me. Shonda, you're correct. It is Creole and it is English. The people speak English and Creole. So you are correct, Shonda. And I got Terry and Dolly. And I got Kayla. And Terma, did you change your answer? I had to look it up. The game says one thing, but I want to make sure. And it down here, it does say that they do speak the other language. So I had to make sure. Got you, Tamara. Okay. I always try to check my facts if I feel I'm wrong. Next question, people. Who was the first Black performer to sing at the presidential inauguration? My tongue is messed up today. Who was the first Black performer to sing at a presidential inauguration? Was it Marian Anderson or Dorothy Maynor? Who was the first Black performer to sing at a presidential inauguration? Was it Marian Anderson or Dorothy Maynor? I gave you the last names. All right, Shonda, that's right. Bam. Anybody else want to chime in? I'm really surprised that Carla's not on tonight. She hasn't missed a name. A night, rather. A wild guess, Shonda? That's okay, Dolly. Kayla, you chiming in? Wrong, Tamara. The answer is Dorothy Maynard. She sang the Star Spangled Banner at Dwight D. Eisenhower's inauguration in 1953. So Shonda is the only one that got it correct. All right, Shonda. Shonda, you're ahead by 1 point tonight so far. The next question. Gotcha, Kayla. Kayla, Tamara. All right. Next question. Did the sit-in movement begin in 1960 at a Woolworth lunch counter in Mississippi, Alabama, or North Carolina? Did the sit-in movement in 1960 at a Woolworth lunch counter, did it begin in Mississippi, Alabama, or North Carolina? Did the sit-in movement began in 1960 at a lunch counter at Woolworth lunch counter? Did it start in Mississippi, Alabama, or North Carolina? Gotcha. Shonda, Dolly, Tamara, gotcha. Shonda, Dolly, Tamara, you are all correct. Where you at, Kayla? Okay, our next question. Gotcha, Kayla. Okay, our next question. Name the shortstop who earned the nickname Wizard of Oz with 13 consecutive Gold Glove awards. Name the shortstop who earned the nickname Wizard of Oz with 13 consecutive Gold Glove awards. Now, Kayla, a shortstop is a baseball player. So name a shortstop who earned the nickname Wizard of Oz with 13 consecutive Gold Glove awards. Correct, Shonda. Okay, Tamara, the thing of it is, the Lewis was named, his name was the wizard named Oz. And then Ozzy, which was Osborne Earl Ozzy Smith, he was called the Wizard of Oz. I had to Google that. But you're right, Shonda. And Tamara, Kayla, Dolly, and Tamara. Our next question. Edward E. Brooke. Edward E. Brooke. Brooke was elected in 1962 as an Attorney General of what New England state? Edward W. Brooke, Brooke, was elected in 1962 as an Attorney General of what New England state? That's right, Sean. He did play for St. Louis. Ooh, excuse me. Edward E. Brooke. Correct, Shonda and Dolly. Sorry, my phone was going off. Edward W. Brooke was elected in 1962 as an Attorney General. Yeah, that's the last name, Tamara. But I need to know what New England state. What state? It's Brooke. What state? I need to know the state, Kayla, Tamara. What state? What New England state? That is his last name, Brooke. Edward W. Brooke was elected in 1962 as the Attorney General of what New England state? Correct, Kayla? Hey, Carla. I forgot about Marilyn's live tonight. I needed to be on there. Gotcha, Tamara. Our next question. Which influential Black newspaper was founded by Robert S. Abbott, Abbott, the Chicago Defender or the Amistad News? Which influential Black newspaper was founded by Robert S. Abbott, Abbott? Was it the Chicago Defender or the Amistad News? Ooh, all right. Please excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning. Which influential Black newspaper was founded by Robert S. Albert, the Chicago Defender, or the Amistad News? Got you, Carla and Dolly. And Shonda. And Kayla. Tamra. Okay, the answer for this question was the Chicago Defender. Established in 1905, the paper was committed to economical and social political justice. Gotcha, Tamara. Okay, I got you, Tamara. And the last question was Massachusetts is the highest elected state office ever held full term by an African American to that date. Okay, our next question. What do you call the picture writing system used by the ancient Egyptians? What do you call the picture writing system used by the ancient Egyptian? That's pretty easy. What do you call the picture writing system used by the ancient Egyptians? What do you call the picture writing system used by the ancient Egyptians? Hieroglyphics. You're right, Tamara. You didn't spell it right, but you're right. I know what you mean. Tamara, Dolly, Shonda, Carla, Kayla, where you at? There you are. Gotcha, Kayla. All right. Hieroglyphics, one of the oldest writing systems dated back to before 3000 BC. Good answer. Our next question. I remember hearing about this show, but I've never seen it. All right, Shonda. George Gershon, I'm going to spell his last name, Gershwin. George Gershon, Gershwin, Porgy and Bess, depicted the life of in the African American community of what southern city? George Gershon, I cannot say his last name, Gershwin. His show Porgy and Bess depicted the life of African American community and what southern city? I remember my parents saying about this show, Porgy and Bess. I used to think they were saying Porky, but it's Porgy, Porgy, Porgy and Bess. Now, I remember them talking about how they used to watch this show. So, what African American community of what southern city? George Gershwin, is that pronounced right? Gershwin.
Gershwin.
Gershwin. Thank you. George Gershwin's Porgy and Bess depicted life in the African American community of what southern city? George Gershwin. And last name is spelled Gershwin. Gershwin. Thank you. George Gershwin, Porgy and Bess depicted life in African American community of what southern city? Correct, Dolly. I know I chopped that name up. I was trying. Yes, Porgy. I used to think my parents said Porky, but it's Porgy. Anybody else want to chime in on the answer? What southern city? George Gershwin's Porgy and Bess depicted the life in the African American community of what southern city? I know it's Porgy, but I need to know what southern city were they mimicking? It's Porgy and Bess. They depicted in African American community in what southern city? Correct, Kayla. Okay, let's go on to our next question. The West African slaves in America was the ideal man a hunter or a farmer? Gotcha, Carla. The West African slaves in America was the ideal man. Was he a hunter or a farmer? The West African slaves in America, was he an ideal man of a hunter or was he a farmer? Excuse me, why am I yawning? Correct. Let me do some Googling. Okay, I'm gonna give you the hunter. Kayla, Dolly, Tamara, Carla. Now, what I saw online when I Googled was Hunter. I mean, well, what everybody's saying and what I did see was Hunter. I think I lost some people. But the game says he was known for being a farmer. It says a farmer. The Native American felt just the opposite, that farming was woman's work. So they were hunters, but they made them into farmers because they felt that they needed farmers. So I gave everyone credit for that answer. Yep. But I Googled it. I found that they were hunters. So I gave everybody credit for hunters. Okay. The next question. Name the Orlando Magic's 1993 Rookie of the Year who led his team to its first ever playoffs appearance in 1994. Name the Orlando Magic's 1993 Rookie of the Year who led his team to his first ever playoff appearance in 1994. Name the Orlando Magic's 1993 Rookie of the Year who led his team in his first ever playoff appearance in 1994. Correct, Carla. Boy, I didn't know this. Anyone else want to chime in before I read the card? Gotcha, Dolly. Oh, why am I so tired tonight? I don't know why I'm yawning. The answer says Shaquille O'Neal, that he led the NBA in scoring in 1994 through 1995. Wow. Shaq led in scoring? That's something interesting. I got you, Kayla. That I find very interesting. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I don't know why I'm yawning so. Okay, our next question. What foreign prime minister had the greatest influence on Martin Luther King Jr.'s philosophy of nonviolent protest? What foreign prime minister had the greatest influence on Martin Luther King Jr.'s philosophy of nonviolent protest? Come on, card. Oh. What foreign prime minister had the greatest influence on Martin Luther King Jr.'s philosophy of nonviolent protest? Correct, Dolly. Got you, Carla. Got you, Kayla. Carla, Kayla. Oh my goodness. It says here Gandhi of India. King studied his views while attending Crozier Theology Seminary in Chester, Pennsylvania. Wow. Our next question. Did Leon H. Sullivan develop America's first Black sponsored shopping center? Progress Plaza or Toledo? A minute. Let me read that again. Did Leon H. Sullivan develop America's first Black sponsored shopping center? The Progress Plaza. Was it in Toledo or Philadelphia? Did Leon H. Sullivan develop America's first Black sponsored shopping center, the Progress Plaza? Was it located in Toledo or Philadelphia? Did Leon H. Sullivan develop America's first Black sponsored shopping center, the Progress Plaza? Was it located in Toledo or Philadelphia? Gotcha, Carla. I think everybody else got knocked off. Gotcha, Kayla. Excuse me. Wow, why am I so tired? Okay, the answer says Philadelphia in 1968. In 1963, Sullivan had was being chosen by Life magazine as one of the 100 outstanding young men in of the year. Gotcha, Dolly. Our next question. What imaginary line divides the continent of Africa into northern and southern hemisphere? What imaginary line divides the continent of Africa into the northern and southern hemisphere? I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't know why I am yawning so. That's correct, Carla. I'll read it again. What imaginary line divides the continent of Africa into the northern and southern hemispheres? We have lost some people. They're dropped. Their internet must be flippering because mine was doing it earlier. What imaginary line divides the continent of Africa into the southern and northern hemispheres? Let me see if my tablet is still doing this thing. Okay. Gotcha, darling. Okay, our next question. This will be our last question of the night. Who was the first Black graduate of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point? Was it James Webster Smith or Henry Onassis Flipper? Who was the first Black graduate of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point? Was it James Webster Smith or Henry Onassis Flipper? Correct, Carla. Correct, Dolly. Kayla, are you with me? If you can tell me what year, I'll give you 3 points for one. If you can tell me what year. Come on, Kayla, give me an answer. If you can tell me what year he graduated from West Point. Thank you, Carla. 1, 2, 3. Dolly, I got you. 1, 2, 3. Kayla, where are you? Got you, Kayla. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me give you your totals for tonight. Okay, here are our totals for tonight. Our top winner. What is this? Hold on, my phone is chiming. I got you, Kayla. You're only going to get 3 points one time, Kayla. Okay, Terry with 7 points. Shonda with 15 points. Emily with 1 point. Kayla has 21 points. Dolly, 19 points. Tamara has 10 points. Carla with 14 points. I mean, Carla, you came on and came to running. Our top winner tonight is Kayla. I thank you all for coming tonight and participating. I had a ball. I learned some new things tonight, and it was nice to see Dolly on, another new face. And I will be back on Friday. What's today? Yeah, Friday. Friday will be our last night. So I hope to see you all back on Friday, because I do on the 7th, I will do a video and I will announce the winners of the February month game night. So I hope to see you back on Friday, and bring your thinking caps. Thank you, and I love you all.